to dip, to bleed, to die, whatever you want to call it. But truly, those are actually opportunities, opportunities that others do not take. And the truth behind those opportunities is that when you are buying at a discount at these points, then you are buying when other people are selling. And that, my friend, is actually a really good place to start when building wealth and buying assets like crypto, especially Bitcoin. All of these assets that I'm about to share with you and crypto tokens that I'm about to share with you in this video, there's a couple of them, 5, 6, 7 of them odd, that I'm going to share with you that I believe is the right time to be accumulating these, because now is the time that the market is done with its bleeding. I don't know about you, but I don't think that we're going to go any lower. I'm not saying we can't, but I just don't believe that we're going to go any lower. And if you have been watching my videos on the Crypto Bliss channel, you saw what it is that I shared with you here yesterday. And the truth be said is that honestly, it is really time. Doesn't matter that we're bleeding. We're going into the banana zone with the number one asset in the entire world right now. And it truly is just happening. I hope you see this, because now is the perfect time where all institutions, banks are getting in. The markets are about to smash up. They're not going to crash. We are so close to where we are. And honestly, Bitcoin and all of these crypto coins that I continue to share with you on my channel will explode. So if you are watching this video, then you need to join the community. You can do so by smashing that subscribe button and hitting that notification bell so that you know when I do videos just like this for you, my friend. Now, let's delve right into today's content. With BlackRock CEO warning that US dollar could lose reserve status to Bitcoin. Now, do you think Trump wants that? I don't know about that, but honestly, this is the time that you need to be very, very well aware of where you're putting your money. Okay, so here is where I can show you the exact path that the US dollar gets de-reserved by Bitcoin. Can Bitcoin eat away with the US dollar reserve status? If the US doesn't get its debt under control, if deficits keep ballooning, America risks losing that position to digital assets like Bitcoin. That is because the inflation is high, the debt is high, the interest is high, the balloons are high. I mean, how long do you expect a balloon to last for? If you go to the shop, okay, and you put helium in a balloon, that balloon lasts like 2-3 days, right? If you take an air balloon journey, that balloon journey lasts until that gas tank is done. After that, my friend, if you don't have any spare gas, you're either falling or you're going nowhere. So the simple truth behind this is that's the same thing that is busy happening with the dollar right now. And here I have the most epic evidence for you that Bitcoin is about to pump with patience. Just have patience. So let's delve right in.
To be stacking?
I think so. You
do at 80.
Yeah, I think part of this was Bitcoin seasonally was just not going to be attractive until after March ends. And now we're finally exiting March. And so I think not only is the calendar looking better, but as you're saying, Fed and central banks are easing, QT's ending. I think that with positive Washington sort of tailwinds means I think Bitcoin can do well to the end of the year.
Right. People love it when I ask you what your year-end target is on Bitcoin.
Yeah,
and makes people very excited.
Yes, and I mean,
one crazy high again.
I think it's still 150 or higher as possible. Okay. I know it doesn't feel like it, but once we get through this tariff and that agenda around tariffs, markets can look forward to.
Okay. So, my friends, Thomas Lee said so yourself. We could see Bitcoin well over 150K. Now, there are so many predictions as to where Bitcoin could go. Doesn't really matter. What you should know is that it's going up from here. It's going to go much higher up from here. So where is the sense that this is not an asset you should be looking into? okay? Because a lot of other assets are taking huge nosedives right now. And honestly, we truly are at an incredible point right now. So, my friends, let's delve right into the coins for the show today. Starting with number 1, Guns. All right, Guns is recently released, sitting at 561 on CoinGecko charts. As you can see here, it literally is the biggest AAA gaming ecosystem, and it is heading to Binance. So this is a great token. So many people have been waiting for this token to come out, and it finally is. This is a game release called Guns or Gunzilla, and wowzers, gents, ladies, look at this. Now's a good opportunity to consider getting some, right? With such a small market cap at 61 million, okay, circulating supply is about 60% in, and total supply is so my friends, this coin has a long way to go at 61 million. I think we could see probably at least 100x on this coin. 100x taking us to 6 billion, right? I think we could see that. Coin number 2 is none other than Hype. I own a huge bag of Hype. I love this token. It's amazing. It's number 32. It's up 8% for the day. And honestly, we're sitting still at only a $4.4 billion market cap, with a maximum supply of 1 billion and circulating about 34% of it. That's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. But honestly, look at where we're at. We're up on the year, or we're up on the max chart, which is phenomenal, but we're still all the way down here. We were all the way up here. So why would you not want to get in here and make double your money just to the peak, right? That's the point in taking a look at some of the coins. But I think we'll see much higher than this. I believe we could see it 15, maybe 20x on this coin, okay, on Hype Liquid. Yes, this cycle. Coin number 3 is Aptos. Aptos sitting at 38, $5.33, bleeding on the all-time chart, okay. Currently sitting at $3.2 billion market cap. Maximum supply is infinite. Circulating is about 604 million. And total supply is about 1.14 billion. So about 60% of it is in circulation. Now you can see here, lower highs consistently. Not quite lower lows though. The lower lows seem to be on this chilled like $4 or $5 level. I'd say like $5.30 level, okay? Currently where we're at. Why would you not want to take a peek at this coin when we could see this come back up to the $18, $19, which is about 4x away from where we're at? Now you say, oh man, 4x, what the hell am I going to do with 4x? Well, my friend, I'm sure 4x was already more than you've made. But honestly, I could see this token do at least a 20x, 15 to 20x this cycle as well. Now, coin number 4 is Cosmos. I own a huge bag of Cosmos and Aptos as well, by the way. I don't own any guns at this stage. But you can see here that Cosmos is sitting at $4.41 with a market cap of just shy of 2 billion. Chart looks epic here. Now, the interesting thing behind Cosmos is that Cosmos against Ethereum has been bleeding to death as well. And as we all know, we need to take all the other altcoins and bag them back into Bitcoin, right? So Cosmos is a phenomenal one to bag against Ethereum, and then Ethereum to bag against Bitcoin. Therefore, you will absolutely exponentially multiply and compound your Bitcoin gains by doing such things over this season in the cycle. Even though we're pressing down lower highs and lower lows here, this is looking ready for a massive pump, okay? Just to get us all the way back up to the all-time high here is a 10x, okay? Takes us up to about $20 billion. I reckon we could see this thing do maybe a 15 to 20x, maybe 30x also. Imagine the gains against Ethereum and finally Bitcoin. Now, of course, Ondo has to be on this chart, right? Sitting at my number 5 coin, ranked at 51, 78 cents today, market cap at 2.5 billion, circulating supply is about 31% so far, which is still a little bit epic, but logarithmic chart for Ondo. And as you can see here, we came from about 28 cents to about $2 up here, and then we've crashed all the way back down to about 78 cents. So it's a 50% drawdown here. Why would you not buy this when it's on a discount? And BlackRock is heavily looking at building their real world assets on with Ondo and Buildle. BUIDL. Buldle. It's so hard. Boydle. It's so hard to say it. But anyways. All right. Now coin number 6 here, my friends. Okay. Ondo, actually. Ondo possibly at 25 to 30x as well. If the next one is Say. Now this one on the logarithmic chart is the first one that I'm showing you that, well, the second one other than Cosmos is actually bleeding to death here. I'm very unfortunate because I bought this coin. I do recommend this coin. And obviously no financial advice. I'm heavily invested into Say myself, and I'm not just saying this to pump your bags, my friend. I'm saying this because this is a great ecosystem and is highly competitive to Sui, and in some instances does better things than Sui, and Sui's had its pump, but Say hasn't. So what are we going to do with Say? Well, currently sitting at an $846 million market cap with a 48% in circulation of the supply, 10 billion in total supply. This coin has massive potential, my friend. Honestly, we're bleeding. We're almost down at the bottom here. I mean, we're 7 cents away from the bottom of this market for Say. But what I would like to say is that I believe Say could reach way back here. I mean, it was all the way up at $1, so that's 5x away from where we are today. Honestly, my friends, I believe that we could see Say at a $5 to $6 level, which means that that could give us a 25 to 30x on this coin at data is powerful. This, my friends, I have a massive bag, and honestly, I've been sitting in this probably since here, but I have accumulated loads and loads and loads of it. So when did I get it? Yeah, end of 2021, coming into 22. So I literally have had this bag for the last 3 years. Unfortunately, I haven't got rid of any of it, and probably should have taken some profits there because that was a massive gain. But at the end of the day, I haven't, because I have a long-term thesis with these coins. Now, considering that this coin has previously been up at $14, imagine what that would do to us. Currently sitting at an $800 million market cap. All circulation, all supply is out. So there is no more to dump on your ass. Honestly, this is massive. Deepen, decentralized, okay? This is massive. I reckon this could do easily a 10x, but I would say probably about a 50 to 100x on this coin. And I would take this and I would sell it back into Bitcoin, trade it back into Bitcoin on Binance, and gain massive 20 to 55x gains against Bitcoin by buying your bags down here today. I'm not guaranteeing that it's going to do that, so please, this video isn't financial advice. I'm sharing with you tips and secrets that I have learned over the years by myself and with other YouTubers and with other traders and partners in the space. The last one I have for you is Near Protocol. Near Protocol is also pretty banged up at the moment, but this, my friends, is one of the biggest AI layer ones that you need to be considering, right? Peak $20, down at $2.58. Massively discounted for you right now. I own a huge bag of this. I started buying it at about 40 cents, so somewhere 40 cents, am I right? No, I'm not right. It must have been about $1. Currently a market cap of 3 billion. Total supply is all in. Circulating supply is all in. Who knows what's going to happen with this one? But my friends, this is an AI layer 1 massive ecosystem. You cannot even believe this. Ranked at 39 at a discounted rate of $2.58. So my question to you, my friends, is who is getting rich with me this cycle? Because if you're going to get rich, you're going to look at these coins for yourself, do your own research, find out who the teams are, find out what the projects are doing, where they're going, and what the potential for the upside. Make sure to take profits along the upside and then exit at where you believe could be the final top. Now, if you've been here with me on my chart for so long now, okay, I've actually done some interesting synopsis. I saw somewhere last night, I can't quite remember, but someone was putting a 108-day M2 moving average. Now, if you have such a close look at this, okay, I would like you to see how absolutely correlated this is for us right now. Okay, just have a look at this. Look at how correlated this is here. Down, up, a little hopscotch down here, a little pump here with this. And guess what? Look at this down slope here. Look at this here where we're at. We're going to have this, and then we're going to sit, which was already occurring. Okay. We might come down a little bit more. Maybe we come down to the 78 level again. I don't freaking know, but the stochastic is oversold. All things are pointing to the upside, my friend. And so I would like to say to you that right now, while we're going sideways, maybe a little bit further down, I would honestly just not be worried at all. I doubt we're going to break this low here at $76,812. I believe that before we do that, we probably sit sideways for until 7th of May. Isn't that ironic? That's my birthday, my friends. 7th of May. I'm just saying, 7th of May. Etan, if you're watching this video, tell me in astrology what happens on 7th of May this year, because it seems as though this is actually the point where we will start to go up. Now, that means we still have an entire month to go. It's a long way to wait, right? Wouldn't you say? And that's why you should be subscribed to the Crypto Bliss community, and make sure that if you're watching this video, I would appreciate that you share your love with your friends and your family. Share this video and make sure that everybody that you know gets to see these videos on my channel. Because without that, you would not be trading, okay? Because without that right now, look at how we have actually broken down here, okay? Isn't it so interesting to see where we're at? I did say to you that we would come and meet the Bollinger Band, and now we're closing above the Bollinger Band, which means we're going to probably pump right up to this Bollinger Band, and then we're going to probably start to creep up the Bollinger Band, okay? Because right now, Bitcoin is making a W pattern, okay? Breaking out of its neckline here at the moment, which means that, boom, from neckline down there, the target is somewhere back up here, right? Isn't that ironic? Guys, I can't even tell you, actually, the charts just cannot lie. They can be manipulated, but they cannot lie, okay? And so you can see, as committed, I did buy down here. Doesn't matter that we pulled down, okay? I continue to buy, and I will continue to buy some more. Now, the only thing from a trading perspective that I see here is that on the 4 hour, the stochastic's a little overheated. We're at a massive resistance level right here, okay? Could we pull back down to the 82,000 before making a move up? I don't know. I don't have a genie in a bottle, but what I can tell you is that I believe that Bitcoin truly is bottoming out. And if we look at this very closely, okay, we can see that we have lower lows on price action, and we have higher lows on stochastic action, which, my friends, is bullish divergence. Plus, the MACD is starting to come into the buy zone, and the blue is crossing over the red. So why would you not believe that we're going to go? Why would you not believe that we're going to break up through here? And if we do break up through here, well then, my friends, this W pattern now just got bigger. The W pattern ends up like this. Boom. Okay. And that then becomes the neckline. And that then becomes... So if you would like to make money this cycle, then make sure you are subscribed to the Crypto Bliss channel, the Crypto Bliss community. And thank you for being here with me today. And I truly appreciate you and your support. And what more can I say? I'm just grateful to have you here on the Crypto Bliss community. So if you're still here, thumbs up and all the best. And enjoy April Fool's tomorrow.